crazy.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer,
Well, what is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to you guys with another Bobby I Love You Purr after show. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm so mad, y'all. I was gonna do the whole roller rate thing, the video. Oh, so bad. That's the one thing I forgot. That sounds so bad. I had to re-upload that video because if I didn't, I would have had Rolling Ray doing like this. Y'all know the first part where he rolled. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna do it eventually, y'all. But what did you guys think about the reunion, you guys? Like, this reunion showed me how if you get a group of people that don't agree with you, they could really like power over you to make it look as if you're crazy and gaslight the heck out of you. Because they tried to make Hot Wheels look like he was the crazy one for getting spit on. Like, it was his fault that Roller Ray ejected that nasty mucus out of his mouth into his face. Like, how is that his fault he spit on him? Like, it makes no sense to me. And then, of course, Jason Lee was the ringleader of that one. And like, oh, God, like, yeah, he spit at you because you're drunk and everything. And what brand shoes is Jason Lee wearing? Okay, are they Crocs? Are they Alfani? Because they're big. They're huge. They look like house slippers. You know, when you about to go to bed, you put them big house slippers on. The ones that they come in various animals. Some of them come in bunnies. You get them cats. He was wearing house slippers to the reunion, and he thought he ate, girl. Like, you didn't. They're Balenciaga. Oh, all right. Well, the Balenciagas was giving me La Cienega from Proud Family with the big shoes. Because y'all know La Cienega got them big house slipper feet, to be honest. That's what it was really, really giving. Before I start adding you guys, because I already see you guys backstage, I'm going to start adding you guys. Because this is why I created the after show. It's really for you guys. The recaps are for me because that's where I get to talk and pop my ish and do me a big one. But the after show is really for you guys. So you guys can come on here and let me know what y'all think. Okay, so before I do that, I wanted to show you guys some funny clips that that happened dealing with baddies. Okay, so yesterday, I think it was last night, Stunner Girl was performing and we saw two haters on the side just watching her, do her big one, and we saw the two haters on the side just watching. So take a look, you guys. There's Stunner Girl performing the fishnets, right? And then there you go, boop, you see Tommy and Biggie from Rhode Island standing on the side, looking on and about, hating as it looks like, not cheering her on. As you guys know, Biggie has fought both of these girls, so of course they're not going to be, woo for her while she performing. So this season looked like it's going to be really, really interesting. So Tommy also put on her story, she said, if y'all see a tag on me, tell me, pop it off for me. Talk out. No, I stay with the Nunu. Don't be caring. Take back this, just the travel kit. Now pop yours. I popped every tag since I've been on here. We 3 weeks in. Hey, word to French Montana. She's basically talking about the clothing with the tags on it, okay? Because we know we caught Tommy with the gloves, and the tag was sticking out like this. You feel me? And then she noticed Zeus cameras was picking up. She said, oh. So Baddies came with you. So she did her one of those, and the cameras caught it. So Stunner Girl is the only one brave enough out of all the girls to really call her out on it. That, she takes stuff, she buys some pieces from like the Neiman Marcus's and the Gucci's, and she wears it for pictures and filming, and I guess goes back and says, hey, these ain't really fit me. So can I return these real quick and get the money back? Okay. Which, listen, no shame in your game. If you got to do that, just to put on a look, who cares? Okay. But don't get mad when people call you out on it. And another funny thing that happened, you guys, was Miss Natalie, you guys, she wasn't able to keep her step. Okay. Miss Natalie, you guys, was wearing her big Fendi boots because she loves her good Fendi boots, and she wasn't able to keep both feet still on the ground, you guys. So we caught her wobbling. Okay, Natalie.
Natalie, stop it.
Okay, so take a look, you guys. Shabao. Security Bay and them had to pick her up. Shabao. Listen, Natalie, if you're going to wear them high Fendi boots, you got to make sure you know how to step in them. Okay, Nat? You can't just be wearing these big boots and you can't even step in these boots, girl. Like, you got to learn how to step. All right. I'm going to add in my first caller of the night, you guys, to talk about this reunion, and Baddies West, if you guys have anything that y'all want to say about what we've been spoiled about. It seems as if we got the whole season, to be honest, so far. Like, I could already tell you the first 3 episodes what it's going to be about. Like, Stunner Girl versus Tommy, the first episode. Second episode, I think Lauren got into a fight with somebody. Stunner Girl and Kat become best friends. Tommy fighting in the club with the fan on the 3rd episode. Biggie fighting Stunner Girl like the 3rd episode too. Like, it's becoming a little predictable. Okay, all right. First call I'm going to ask, aka Hilton. Please do not curse. Do not curse. What is going on? What is going on?
What's going on, Pierre? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. First thing I want to say is, Bobby, I love you. Purr.
Purr. Where the crouton?
Yeah. That leads into my second thing. We didn't see a lot of big crouton today. Where was he at, bro? Like, what happened?
That's what I didn't even peep that until you said it. I didn't even remember seeing him on stage for most of the night.
Yeah, bro. They showed like a clip of him. Like, they cut to him for like 2 seconds, and then nothing. Nothing from Megamind.
Like, I wonder why. What did you think of the reunion? Do you think that they were gaslighting Hot Wheels a lot, or no?
Yeah, I didn't like how they were treating Hot Wheels, but to be honest, the whole time, like this whole season, I felt like Hot Wheels has like had it coming. Like, he talks mess. Like, I'm not gonna curse. He talks mess. Like, he's someone that's able and like ready to fight somebody. But like, I'm ready for someone to talk it back. Like, to be honest, I want to see Hot Wheels in a fight. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like outside of the wheels, he would be able to fight because he talks a good game. He really does.
Yeah. His mouth, like it runs like it's able-bodied, bro. Like
To be honest, he has the mouth of how Hercules is shaped. You know how Hercules is a big muscular
dead
dude? Like,
ass,
he
bro.
has
That's
the
my
mouth.
thing. Like how do you have all this mouth, but like you're in a wheelchair, so nobody can really put their hands on you?
Right. It's like him and Hercules switch like mouths, to be honest. And then
Bro,
also,
yeah, I would love to see Hot Wheels in a fight. And
yeah.
besides that, I really liked that we were able to get some conversation today. I loved that.
Yeah.
It was definitely a switch up from how Zeus's reunions, usually go.
Right. That was surprising to me, to be honest. I feel like this is the first reunion where we got at least 2 questions answered at the least. So I was
Right, yeah.
like something
Yeah.
regular. Like we just not just seeing fists flying and security butts in the air. Like we actually seeing them actually talk it out. What did you
Right.
think of Bobby versus Island Boy, aka Bahama Mama, as Bobby claims him to be now?
I feel like there's so much more to still be uncovered. Like they got into it, like they got to like the surface of it, but you know, like the iceberg effect, I want to say, like there's still so much more buried underneath there that we're not getting to. So I hope, I know we're not going to get it, but I hope eventually we get to like the bottom of what they're actually like upset at each other about. Because I obviously from watching your channel, we know that like apparently Bobby put his hands on Island Boy when they were both sniffing sniffing the slopes
The Dunkin'
together.
Donuts.
So I want to get to the bottom of all of that.
Right. I don't think they're gonna reveal that. But I remember Jameson, right? Island Boy went on live one time and was like, I guess Bobby during the reunion said, I love Dunkin' Donuts. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Dunkin' Donuts. Like he said, I love Dunkin' Donuts so much. I need some of it right now. I feel like Zeus, he already did that. Because I seen a part where he was getting really frantic and angry. So I feel like he did that already and Zeus cut it out. Because they don't want to push that message out there for people to do Dunkin' Donuts.
I gotta say, I'm not a body shamer, but like every time Island Boy says "Bosh to Bobby," I crack up. I die.
It's the accent makes it funny. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Honestly, I hear it in your voice. Okay, Butch Bobby.
Butch Bobby. It's hilarious. Like, if you guys saw my Zeus All Stars video, he needs to be on All Stars. If Zeus cuts their ties with him,
I need to watch that one. I need to watch that one.
They're idiots if they cut ties with him because he is a star. Like the man is funny, whether you like him or not. I know he's a little annoying now that he's with Cash.
He's the star of the season,
right? But like by himself, he's actually really funny. So it's like I want to see 100%. Him again. Any final thoughts on the reunion or Baddies?
Yeah, I did want to talk about Baddies a little bit because I don't know too much about Stunna Girl or like who's the other like person that we haven't really yet.
Oh no, we see Tommy, but Biggie, Razor.
Yeah. So I don't know too much about Stunna Girl or Tommy. So like oh no, I meant Biggie, but Tommy also. Let's include her. What should we be excited about to see from her?
From Tommy. If you guys watch Love and Hip Hop, like to me, she's like, you know what's kind of funny? Tommy is like the older version of what Krishan's gonna end up being like. Swear to God. They both love the liquor. They're both reckless in relationships. Like that's literally, you know, like I've seen a video with both of them hugging, and I'm like, wow, like that's like her future self. Like that's what because Tommy's, you know, she's up there in age now. So like that's what Krishan's gonna end up being like. So just expect a lot of craziness, you know, like she don't really care. Y'all see her yell in Lemmy's face. So yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to take up too much time. I love you. I've been binging your channel these past couple days because I haven't been feeling that well.
Feel better.
No, yeah, I am. But yes, thank you for the entertainment while I was feeling that good.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you so much. Night. All right, let me read some of the comments before I add in the next caller. It said Dingling was trying to get his clout moments in. I don't get why he punched the handler. Like the handler didn't even do anything. Like apparently he punched the handler and on account of Hot Wheels, but you didn't need to do that. Hot Wheels was already eating him up verbally and started going back and forth with him already. Like, you didn't need to put his hands on him. And I'm telling you, the handler, like I said in my recap, he ate that. Like, he was like, he said, you got to be afraid of people like that. If somebody could take a hit and know it will knock out and like, those are the people you got to be afraid of. It's one thing somebody hit you back and they whoop you back, but the person that could take hits and still stand up like they didn't get hit, those are the you got to watch out for because they're deadly. Like they don't mess. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Yes, Ziggler was high wearing off, so he was trying to get irritated when the Island Boys said got a small D. For those who are subscribed to Island Boys OnlyFans, let me know, what is it giving? Okay, if any of you guys are subscribed, let me know what is it giving. Okay, let me know what it is giving. All right. Next person I'm going to add is Bia. What's going on, Bia?
Hey.
What's up? What did you think of this reunion part 2?
It was a key for me. I had a time and I have some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I do. There were some things, there were some truths. It was like 2 truths and a lie for everything that Jason Lee was saying.
Not the game. Not the game.
Because there were some things that were said, like when Jason was coming at Hot Wheels about like his attitude towards the cast in regards to his situation about the wheelchair. I think that there was some truth to that because like even every time Hot Wheels gets upset, he mentions that like if he was able to stand on his own 2 feet, no one would be speaking to him this way, which is maybe true. And it's hard for him in these circumstances where everyone gets to act a fool to no like limit, but he's limited. But in the same sentence, it's like you're kind of like darned if you do, darned if you don't when he's disrespectful towards you, because it's like, okay, if you were able to stand, we would, we'd be getting down, but
Right.
you can't. So it's like, so how much do I allow you to be disrespectful towards me? And I felt really bad for him when they let Rolling Ray successfully gaslight him into making it seem like it wasn't a big deal that Rolling Ray spit on him.
Like it was his fault. It's like they made it
right.
seem
Like when you threw food, like
we're
talking about food versus spit out of Rolling Ray's mouth. Y'all seen his teeth. Y'all know.
That part.
Y'all know. Like if that's the case, like he said, you should have spit at Dimitri. And to then say, oh, well, he spit at you. Let's be for real, okay? We didn't choose to be gay, straight, bi, but we could choose to be for real. Like, don't
we could choose not to spit.
Exactly. Of all the things he could have said, like, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm a little screwed up in the head, but I'd pay a little premium to see them go toe to toe in their chairs. Like,
I thought you was gonna say something else.
No. I want to see who's got the better upper body strength.
I think Hot Wheels would win. All that
I think
anger
he would too.
He would knock out a Rolling Ray to no tomorrow.
I think he would too. And Ray knows that. Ray knows that. I also thought it was hilarious watching Rerun sit there as Bobby's like, handle him. Rerun's looking like, handle who?
Right.
Handle me? Who gonna handle me?
This reunion. And to be honest, I did see how he lit last episode. He was giving casket realness. I don't know if he did. Somebody beat his face. He went to the same makeup artist Roller Ray did, but don't mess with your face, Rerun. You're fine how you are with no makeup, girl.
Exactly. Like you don't need that powder. I promise you. It was just like, and Rerun gives me like, the fine homeboy who's broke. So he just uses everybody, because whenever Rerun's in film, he's asking to use somebody else's stuff, whether it's a bait, a piece of your chicken wing. He's like the type of dude you'll be eating freaking soup, and he'd be like, "Let me get a spoonful." Like
I said it in my recap. I'm like, I'm telling you, if Bobby still is having him around, he better clutch his purse, because I'm telling you, he's gonna steal a mean $100 out his purse, and he's not even going to
needs to. You notice he never pulled up that bank account when they got to that new location before the finale, and I think the immigrant comment that Bobby made was wildly, disrespectful, especially being from Miami. Everybody's an immigrant. Being in the United States, everybody's an immigrant. And Bobby, as a lighter complected person, come on now. Let's not act like everybody in your lineage was on the plantation. That's wild disrespectful
Right.
to
It
be
was
saying.
out of
Like,
nowhere, too. That's how you could tell Bobby was really either off that Dunkin' Donuts. He was really getting angry,
mhm.
just spewing it. He was just like,
He was going
yo,
crazy. He was like looking at his face, watching him clench his jaw when he was trying to attack Island Boy. I was screaming because it's like, wow, what is really happening here? I'm trying to think of what else happened there. In regards to Davion, his teeth are the size of notebooks. Like, I could use them to as a journal. I swear to God.
listen, say what y'all want about Davion's teeth, but like they're white though. I'll say that
They are
they
at the
might be
bare minimum,
they're
they
white.
should be, okay? Because they're the
Mm-hmm.
size of bricks of the stuff that they were sniffing there. Like, they probably just shave a little off from the top because they're that
I didn't
big.
actually be like, did you get them done? Because if they're
And why?
natural,
And
sickening.
why? Like, did they not measure them? Like, they can't cut them down just a little bit. Like, that was the display model that be on sale in the glass case. It's like, oh, take it, it's on clearance, because they're huge. They're huge. But
Oh,
apparently they work,
mhm.
because when Dingling hit him, which everybody can say what they want, like, oh, it wasn't a good hit. He was snuck close range. He did not
Right.
budge. He did not move.
He
It was
didn't.
like, that's how I hit in my dreams, where it's like, am I throwing pillows? Like, are these muffins? And I was just
And I
like,
think
wow,
Dingling
like,
was a little shocked at that. He was just like, well, kind of
mm-hmm.
like Moolah hit Kirk Franklin's son, and then
Yes.
Mr. Kirk Franklin said,
And he
I
just
eat
stood
those.
there.
I eat those.
It was giving
That's,
real big serial killer vibes
oh,
from
yeah.
Kirk Franklin's son. But for Davion to just, it was just like, you would have thought nothing happened. And I knew
Mm-hmm.
it was going to happen the minute Dingaling stood up. And I also think that Dingaling was on the slopes prior to
Oh.
filming, because he was agitated the entire show.
So you
Like,
think he was on the Dunkin' Donuts?
absolutely. He was
Mm-hmm.
in the Swiss Alps with his
Mm-hmm.
skis on, just pummeling down, because his irritability was so bad the entire show. And I understood some points where it's like, okay, Bobby, you don't got to storm off. Like, let's all just be men. Let's have the
Right.
conversation. We can't just make this entire thing about one person, because at the end of the day, we're all here. Like, I'm trying to get my $1,500 and go home. But
Right.
his irritability was giving, I
But
don't
don't you
know,
think
man.
Jason was being a little fake towards Bobby? Because I sense a sort of jealousy
Yes.
for him, and I don't know if it's because he has his own show and Jason like wants to have, even though he can, but like
I
it's
think
still Bobby's show.
it was a pissing contest in a sense, because you notice how Jason kept throwing in little tidbits here about, oh, I'm not doing this for the money. I have my own coin. So it's like, so then
Right.
you are doing it for the money. They hired you. They are paying you to be here. You are absolutely doing this for the money. If you were doing this out of friendship, you just answer his DMs for him, but you're not. And it was like, to some extent, it's like, Jason, some of these things should be said in private to Bobby. Like, are you drunk? You know that man is drunk. You know that man is drunk. Or F Bobby, it doesn't matter.
Or more
I
than that.
understand that, but there was a lot of, like, how they say there's truth in jokes. There was a lot of truth in
Yeah.
Jason's jokes, especially when it came
Oh,
to
yeah.
like the F Bobby, that I don't need to be here. I have my own coin. I'm basically doing you a favor by being here.
Right. It
And
was
I
like
really
still
think that
shade.
Zeus needs to get a man that, like, the cast would respect to be a host. They don't respect Jason, so therefore they don't listen. And Claudia is not enough. And Claudia's words be slurring. I don't know if it's her teeth, if it's her tongue, but it be icking me sometimes.
That's how Claudia. Yo, Claudia, no, listen. On Claudia's behalf, she used to talk like that in rehearsals of Atlanta too. Like, she would be like, when she's reading or just talking in general, she talks very quick. And I think she's from Rhode Island too. She talks like, she'll be like, let's say I say, oh, the sky was blue in the middle of the night, right? She'll be like, the
Yeah.
sky was blue in the middle of the night. Like, it's very like the end of the sentence is very fast.
Yeah, it's like her brain is processing it faster than her tongue can manipulate the words. I'm like, yo, and I'd be feeling bad, like, yo, what if she had a stroke? And this is like, I don't want to.
I can't stand y'all.
I know, but I really feel like they need one of the issues, at least, is, for one, the way that they go about it. You can't have everybody on stage. We discuss this all the time. You can't have everybody on stage. Put somebody in the back room. Put Claudia in the back room. Let them discuss, whatever with that individual person, or, cast reactions, so that we're not seeing everybody. It's too much chaos with 14 people on one stage.
Mhm.
And they need like a respect to a man like Method Man for me to look at. Give him his
I'm
coin.
mad for everyone to host this reunion though, or
He
any final
wouldn't.
thoughts on this reunion or the Baddies West cast.
In regards to the Baddies West, watching Tommy and Biggie stand off to the side of that stage like that were killing me. You remember in Dreamgirls when Effie stormed out of rehearsals and off the video set because the cameras was on Dina? That's what it was giving. It was like, well, we're gonna get our shine, but we don't like you though. But it's like, yo, just stay off the stage until she's done. And in regards to the reunion, everybody needs therapy. Life coach Laura needs to make an appearance, talk to all the boys, get some healing going on. But I'm going to still tune in for the mess next week. Other than that, that's all I got. Everybody like the video.
Purr. Thank you, Bia. Bia. Okay, also too, Rolling Ray did get Claudia together tonight, you guys. He calls her Claudia tonight while Claudia wanted to know why he spit in Hot Wheels face.
Why you spit on her?
I'm getting to the point, Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Y'all remember the last time he did the air was Miss Taylor, and then he said Miss Girl, and then he was like, "It's Judge Taylor to you," and then he said Miss Taylor. Okay. Next person I'm going to add is Jasmine. What is going on?
Hello, how are you?
What? Oh, not you have the cat on your shoulder.
Yeah, this is my baby Alvin. He's actually purring too. That's funny. But it's funny because I always watch this after I get off work, and I was actually home today, so I was excited.
Yeah.
But Bobby Boys doing too much like always. Like, is that I was sitting there on the couch watching it, and like I looked at the time. We 25 minutes in, not one question.
Right.
Like the second part, like, can we?
But don't you think we got more answers than what we usually do on a regular reunion? Because we did not we got some more questions answered than like a Johnson's Cabaret reunion where they just fighting.
True, but like it was for me. I ain't like the clips either. I felt like the clips were too long. We didn't need the clips. We just seen this shit last week.
True.
We crappy. Like they could have cut that out, so we could have. Oh, thank you, Kat, whoever said that. But they could have cut. You ain't get on my table. You can cut that out because we don't need to see that. But it was still a good reunion. They asked good questions. They did do get off Claudia low as hell.
Mm-hmm. And then also, what do you think of the Baddies West cast? Okay, any thoughts on any of the spoilers we've been getting so far?
I didn't know Biggie fought. Who did she fight?
She fought Stunner Girl. Okay, they fought in the middle of the club.
Stunner Girl won. I'm sorry. I could just feel it.
You think Stunner Girl's gonna take the W on that one?
Because she already got her ass beat by Tommy, so it's like you can't lose twice. Like
you think
an Ann more? Like no one wants to be an Ann. No one wants to be a Bianca.
Bianca.
Like.
So you think Tommy won when it came her versus Stunner Girl?
I just think Tommy got hit. Tommy, you could tell is a hood. Like Stunner Girl say Tommy's a hood. Bitch.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. She is.
She gonna play that shit. She ain't gonna lose.
Yeah.
No.
That's true. Any final thoughts on the reunion and or the Baddies West spoilers?
I think Natalie's gonna at least get her ass beat at least 3 times the whole show. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just hope Rolly does her like they at least try to expand on her music career more. Hopefully. Yeah. And Stunner Girls. But other than that, no. But I thank you for adding me. I had fun.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Everybody like this video right now.
Please, before Cardi B hop up on this video.
Cardi B gotta come. Y'all want to hear Cardi?
What? Y'all trying to set me up. They trying to set me up. Thank you so much. All right. I'm gonna add in the next caller. Before I do, Miss Cardi B did have something to say, so make sure y'all run up them like buttons.
Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay.
I apologize.
let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Shout out to Cardi B. I seen a little clip with her performing to with Glorilla on the AMAs tonight. So I gotta tune in for that one. Hopefully somebody uploads it up on the YouTube so I can see the video of the whole thing or whatever. The Grammys though, I'm finna watch live. I don't care what songs was. I didn't watch that live because I want to see what's going on. Okay. Next person I'm going to add is Zayden. What is going on?
Hey Pierre, what's going on?
What's up? What'd you think about this reunion?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen the second part yet because I'm at work.
Uh-huh.
But I want to talk about Jason Lee and Baddies West for a second.
Okay.
Jason Lee outfit was a mess. Okay, he's over there screaming, "Rico, Rico, we leaving," when he should have been screaming, "Rico, we need the steamer for this suit," because he's so wrinkly. Did you see how Armand Wiggins went in on him about his wrinkly suit and his shoes?
I did see.
Okay, Pierre, I did not know that Balenciaga made orthopedics for seniors. I didn't know that, okay? I know he has an AARP card.
Uh-huh.
I know that he has an AARP card, but that's just too much. It's too much. You got all this money, say, I'm rich, but you came on stage looking like that? Come on now.
I didn't keep how big the shoes were till tonight. Last week, for some reason, I didn't pay attention because there was so much going on. But tonight, it was a lot calmer. So I'm looking at his shoes. I'm like, damn, they're so big.
It just looked a whole mess. Like he needs to hire a stylist or something. I also want to talk about, Bobby and Island Boy. Mm-hmm. It's clear to me that Bobby should have chose Rerun because at least Rerun wouldn't have been like a threat in a way that you got to argue with someone, like a toxic relationship. Because Island Boy, he's given Bahama. He is given that because it's too much, and it's like it's kind of turned me off a little bit from Island Boy. I don't really like his demeanor now. Like I don't know, it's turning me off. I just don't like it. And I want to talk about Baddies West. Now you know that Natalie Nunn and Baddies South said that Rolly was fired and that she wasn't going to be a part of season 3. But yeah, Rolly is on the cast for season 3. So make that make sense to me, Pierre. Like, if you're going to say something, stand on it. Don't renege on it.
I think it's because she doesn't really have the final say. I think she has a say, but I think Lemmy's the one that's like, hey, no, hey, yes. Because she was even cheering Rolly on in one of her performances. We saw her like...
Yeah, absolutely.
One of those.
You know what? I think too that maybe Rolly is not going to get her love show, and so that's the reason they're like, okay, well, we can't give you a love show, but we're going to put you on Baddies South to like even it out. So that's possibly what it could have been, and stuff. Now I didn't see the part where the reunion, but I have to say, what's his name? Hot Wheels. He didn't really spit at what's his name again?
At Rolling Ray.
At Rolling Ray. He didn't really spit at. I mean, it came out, and of course, it was nasty and disgusting. But I don't know if it made contact. Does that make sense? Like,
you mean Rolling Ray didn't really spit at Hot Wheels, or you mean when Hot Wheels spit back?
I'm sorry. Yes, Rolling Ray didn't really spit at Hot Wheels. Like, it didn't make contact to me. So,
but that's what he intended to do, which is nasty.
Of course, absolutely, and I definitely agree with that. It is definitely nasty. Now, my last thing I want to say, Pierre, you know how you've been mentioning Nico's aesthetics.
Yeah.
And so I said, let me go to Nico's page on Twitter. Let me see what Pierre talking about. And so I see the page. I'm like, oh, he fine. Oh, he got a body. That's why Pierre want us to follow him. And so I said, okay. Now I see why Pierre want us to follow him. But that's it, Pierre.
He's funny. Thank you so much, Jaden.
Bye.
Night. But y'all check out Nico's aesthetics for real though. Like he's funny. Like it's not just because it looks too. Like he's actually really, really funny YouTuber. So and he keeps us up on the OnlyFans drama because I don't have OnlyFans and like keep up with that stuff. So it's like I tune into him to keep up with that stuff. Okay. All right. So what is going on? My season 3 baddies in the house. Coming soon, season 3 baddies, right?
Tell me how I knew you were gonna add me the minute that I walked back into work.
Just let me know.
No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, let's get this road on the show real quick, girl. Okay, first of all, I don't know if I really think that Dingling was on the slopes. I think they were just all over it because not only was Real asleep, I got a picture I'm gonna send you. Andre was asleep too. Andre had his coat. I said, why is his coat over his head? He was knocked out. But anyway, let me get to my notes real quick. Okay. So first of all, I kind of liked Hercules with the grown man talk, even though it was kind of fake, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Miss Mamas, like the problem is that like everyone's looking at the show as a platform instead of a dating opportunity, and that's what's like annoying. Like you keep saying platform. So Bobby, stop saying the show's not fake. If everybody's looking at it as a platform, you're even looking at it as a platform.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's just very annoying. Like, it's just like even when Rolling Ray was like, oh, I had to keep being mean to you because I didn't want the show to look like it was fake. Well, that makes it look more like it was fake.
Right.
And Pierre, this hat is given now you see me, now you don't.
Listen, with the blue it's like an Easter color. So like it's the same color as the shirt, right? The blue part of the shirt, and it blends in. I guess the green screen don't play with it, so I'm like, hey, I ain't taking it off.
I keep seeing it. I was like, wait a second. Okay, I'm not crazy. Anyway,
right? Oh, I said it in the video too.
So Island Boy should have broke Bobby's chin when he slapped him, but I do applaud him for being a grown man and not doing it because it was very obvious too that Bobby realized like he's not going to keep getting hits on him because he got scared and ran right to Andre, and Andre was like,
Andre was like, hey, I'm just getting up from my nap. Hold on, Bobby, what's going on? He was giving that.
No, literally. And then okay, so here's my thing. Bobby wanted him and the handler to double team Jameson so bad because all Jameson was saying was let the handler talk. He wasn't even cussing at the handler. And you got so mad, Bobby. Like, Bobby wanted it to be this big old moment where it was him and the handler versus Jameson. And I just didn't think that was going to be that. Like, and I just don't like how he was just being too, in my opinion, he was just being too extra. Like, I kind of was low-key on Jameson's side. And I think the handler kind of was too because he wasn't really going off on him. But going at that point, I do think that, I don't think Dingling's lying about the handler and Rel. Because if you notice, both of them didn't say nothing when he said something. Rel didn't say nothing, and the handler didn't say nothing. The only person that was saying it wasn't true was Bobby.
So you think that the handler was slob on his knob? Alhamdulillah. You think he was doing all
by
that?
the way, since you said that, boy, you better put some respect on 3-6 Mafia because it's slob on my knob like on the top. Hey, check, it would be into your job, period. Okay? But Cypher did remix it. Okay,
yeah,
and Nicki Minaj was on that. I was like, I heard the other day. I said, I'm about to get Pierre. Okay, you better know.
That's from my era. I'm like,
so okay. Deep down, Bobby is so hurt every time they say "Butch Bobby." You could see it in his eyes. Huh?
Do you think that comment really hurt his feelings at the whole box?
I think every time he hears it, it just takes a part of his soul because he gets so mad. And he was like, "You stubby fingers." And I was like, boy, like, I mean, if he wouldn't pay it no mind, I would be more like, okay, like Bobby's over. He gets, look at his eyes when they say it every single time. He gets deeply mad. You know what I mean? But anyway, a couple more things. Island Boy, I feel like he should be a commentator. Like, if anybody was going to do the Miss Wet Wet thing, I think it should be Island Boy because his reads take me out every single time. And if you just listen, he just be going in, and it's just amazing every single time. But anyway, what was the last thing I was going to say? Sorry, I've been outside this whole time and I ran inside, so I'm trying not to get fired. Anyway, but something, when Dingling smacked the handler, they keep cutting stuff out, and that's what's annoying me. Because he was talking right before he smacked him, but they cut out the words. So I think he was trying to calm Homeboy down. I think the handler might have said something, and then he looked up and was like, "Wow!" I don't think he just hit him because of that. Because Dingling never seemed like that type of person. Like, yeah, he'll kind of sneak people, but I feel like he always talks before he does it. He kind of gives you like the no. Like, he don't push on sneak people, but like and the way he cut it was just, I don't know, it was weird, but. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the Bobby boys. Sorry, I'm a little lame this week because I'm working this crazy concert.
No, but this episode wasn't the most interesting anyways, but
it really wasn't. Yeah, and I just feel like Jason keeps shaking. Oh, that's what I was going to say. On Jason's show a couple weeks ago, after they filmed the reunion, and I'm gonna send you the clip. He said he low-key shaded Bobby. He was like, "That was the hardest hit I've ever heard anybody do when Bobby got smacked in the face." And I was like, "Bro, that's your friend."
Why is he doing that to Bobby? Like, that's so weird to me. This why I can't, like, this industry stuff.
No. And Bobby was about to go in on him when he said, "I don't care about him." I was like, "What? That's the reason we're here."
Because you got to think about, okay, you might be the producer and all that, but like, let's say if Bobby said no to doing the show, you wouldn't even be here.
Thank you,
Jason.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, Roller Ray can't have no dating show. Anybody who claims that they want to date Roller Ray, like, come on now, like, really?
Why you lying?
Like, really?
Why you always lying?
I'm just saying.
Oh my God. And about the baddies, it's just giving. By the time the show comes on, we're not even gonna like all the good stuff. Like I said, like Biggie and Homegirl fighting in the club. I'm pretty sure they didn't film it. It's not gonna make sense. Everything's gonna be all out of order. And God bless it, because at this point, I'm over it.
Hopefully we get a good season. I'm still holding out. They just need to bring some more new girls and start kicking some of them out. Like,
yeah, pretty much. But now,
like,
but they can't even really tell us if they kick them out because it's gonna ruin the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's all I gotta say. Y'all take care, be blessed, black, and highly favored. And remember, 3-6 Mafia, slob on my knob. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, Purr. Thank you, Season 3, Betty. All right, she is right about the whole baddies thing. It seems as if we're getting a lot more spoilers than last season. It's only because people, they know, you know what the big mistake I think they're doing, which I think they're only doing it for promotional reasons in order to get people to fill up the club. They're telling them where they're going. So anytime something happens at the club, somebody's taking a video of it. Somebody's snapping a picture of it. So we're getting footage that we shouldn't even be seeing until we see the actual show, which is kind of irritating. So that's what made BGC so good, because we didn't get to really see, we didn't know anything. So like every week we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my God, what's going to happen? But now it's kind of like, we kind of know the timeline. Like we know Stunner Girl Tommy's going to fight like the first episode. We know Krishan's going to fight somebody first or second episode. We know Biggie and Rock going to, you know what I'm saying? Like we know kind of like the timeline that's going to happen with each episode, which is like irritating. Even last season, we didn't really even know. Which made Baddies South so good, because we didn't know everything. We know a little bit, but not that much. Big Bird was giving Nutty Professor Hercules. One said, I hope Baddies West comes before the boring Krishan and Blueface show. No, their show's coming out first. I think I saw that their show's coming out in December, because Baddies West, they're not even finished filming, so they can't come out before Blue and Krishan's show. Blue and Krishan's show, I think, is like, it's either done filming or they're filming scenes to just kind of put in there, like fill-in scenes. But most of their show is already taped, so that's coming, I think, for sure first, because they already have their images and promo up on their website too. If Baddies keeps giving footage, lots won't watch. We gotta watch their lives to fill in the rest. Now, what's really gonna spoil the show is when these girls get off of the show. This is what people don't know. When these girls get off the show, this is what they do. They hop on their Instagram live when they're in the bathtub and they're like, "Ooh, that Tommy, she stank in the house." And she returned all her clothes to Neiman Marcus. She did. Y'all gotta stay tuned. Subscribe to Zeus. That's where you get all the tea. Their lives after they leave the house. This isn't even nothing. Watch when they leave the house, see how much stuff we're gonna find out. Because they can't keep their mouths closed. Okay, D-Bear, what is going on?
Purr, how are you?
Big Purr. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't have a whole list like season 3 baddie, because that's your job.
Right.
But no, I'm playing. But no, this reunion was it was just whack. It was very dysfunctional. I was kiki the whole time. But it's like at points, it's like I don't even need to be watching. Like I'm just listening, and then it wasn't captivating. But did y'all finally see those band-aids on Jameson's knees?
I kept seeing somebody in the comments on the Zoom staff keep saying something about his knees being ashy or something with his knees. What was going on? There was band-aids on his knees?
Yeah, he had band-aids on both of his knees. I was like, come on. But that's probably why he had to change his little outfit to hide that, because it was crazy.
What were you doing over there, Island Boy?
You know what Bahama Mama was doing.
I'm sorry.
But no, for real, the whole thing was dysfunctional. You got Roland Ray and Rerun over there eating a pizza. I was looking at every little thing. I was like, this is too much. They was over there eating a pizza. You got Demetrius there just for the check, crying, try to make some stuff. Like, boy, your
But
time
don't
is
you think
up.
that panic attack was real? Because I felt kind of bad. Like he seemed like he was really having a real deal panic attack.
Yeah, no, that did look real. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that from him. But it's like, boy, you shouldn't even been there in the first place.
Yeah. I'll
Like
say
you could
that.
have, like I said before, you could have been on a Zoom chat link. We could have seen you say whatever you had to say and goodbye. You shouldn't even been there.
Or not showed up like TBD did.
Exactly. No, I don't wish he was there because there was nothing there.
It would have been more hectic. It would have been more hectic. Him and Crouton probably would have fought again. Any
right,
thoughts on
big Crouton.
Big Crouton? What do you think of the Baddies West spoilers that we've been getting?
Like you said, like I hate that we keep seeing so much, but then from like a producer hat standpoint, it's like, let me see how they're gonna spin it. Like, how are they gonna, cut and chop and screw all these pieces together to make it interesting, to make it, that wow factor, dramatic, funny. However, since we know so much, like, how are they gonna, flip it and produce it to give what, whatever they want to give?
Right.
Oh,
we'll
and
see
one
what
thing.
happens though when it does air. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, okay, so this is something with Hercules. Whenever he says the N-word, I don't know, I feel a little uncomfortable. Like, is that just me?
Same.
Because I'm
it's
like,
awkward.
Yeah, I'm like, and then the accent, like I can't pin it. What is it?
You know the Nene meme when she said it's getting weird. It's getting
very
weird.
much. I'm
the
like,
N-word. I see you. I see exactly what you mean, especially in that first episode. No, the first or second
when they was backstage,
right? He was like, "What's up with these niggas?" I said,
exactly.
"Ooh."
I said, it seems forced. You trying to fit in? Stop.
It's giving Diamond.
I was like, I said I had to stop. I clutched my pearls and everything. I said, is he allowed to say that?
No,
I'm more comfortable with Slim saying it, and she definitely can't say that.
No, I feel you. Any final thoughts on the reunion or the Baddies West cast?
I just need to see them wrap it up. Like, let's get to the, what was going on with Bobby's eye when he took off the glasses and nobody hit him yet?
Like I said, I think it was the Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. Oh, no, he said it was the Botox. Just kidding. He was talking about the Botox.
Oh, why would he get that before the reunion?
Because he was trying to look cute.
He takes them off after Dingling hits him, because we see on the next episode he had the do-rag on and hoodie on. He didn't have no glasses on.
Yeah,
so we're
gonna got all Krishan'd up in the next episode.
For real. They probably have that jacket on a hanger somewhere in the back, be like, these foot after you get to a fight.
It's hanging on the main camera. On camera 1, you got extra clothes right there.
Exactly. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Thank you. Go like, comment, subscribe, share to Facebook, because I know y'all got it. Good night.
Purr. And TikTok. All right, thank you so much for calling in. All right, you say y'all saw those crooked lashes too, huh? It's just uncontrolled. We need the producers from Oxygen to Hangling. Why did Dingling hit him? Apparently, it's being alleged that he said something about Dingling's cancer. That's what's being alleged that he said, but we'll see in the next episode. I really doubt they're going to air that, to be honest, because that's not something that Zeus would probably want to promote, because like that's a serious thing. So that's just what I think. I think his lashes were placed wrong. His eyelashes need to be fixed. They said they were supposed to make history first by giving him. Oh yeah, you said something earlier that I agree with 100%. Where is it? Oh yeah, you said this reunion, but I'm gonna rephrase it for you. This show set gay men back a lot, from the sneaky links to the STDs to the spitting to the constant fighting, jumping, to Jason outshining the star, low vibrations. I agree with that 100%. That's why when I was recapping the show, some things I would even reporting, I would feel like, like this is what, like, you get what I'm saying? Like it makes us look so bad. So I agree with you 100%, Ricky _Spanish, like 100%. All right, Tamala, what is going on? What is going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
What's up?
You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, I just wanted to say I don't know. I kind of disagree with the last lady. I think Hercules is Jamaican or something, right? Like he looks black to
Yeah.
me. Like he does not look like he should not be saying the N word. But I've always found him to be sexy, but I always found him to be, like you said, it's a mystery. I don't know if he gay, straight, bi, what. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always found him to be sexy, and I always found his accent to be sexy too. Am I the only one?
Well, he does OnlyFans, girl. You might want to hit him up for a collab.
No, no. I'll pass. I'll pass. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if he gay, straight, or what. I might not be
He is
his flavor.
Jamaican.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Jamaican. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think everybody kind of said everything I wanted to say. But I'm glad one of your callers, because I was like, I cannot be the oldest caller. I cannot be because I'm 41. And I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody told him that 3-6 Mafia sings swap on my now.
I knew that, but I just gave it from the reference of They Said Purr because that's the latest time we really heard it. And he did a different mix to it. The original mix did say hum do a lot. You get what I'm saying? He added that to it. Right.
Okay. Gotcha. I did feel sorry for Dimitri. I did think that it was authentic. I really think he was having a panic attack. I felt so bad for that man.
I was like, they're gonna have to call the medic and bring. You know how they during shows they bring out the chair and then they wheel them out. We're gonna see one of those cuts.
For real. And I felt Bobby was authentic too. I really feel Bobby had some feelings for Island Boy. I think he really liked him. So I feel kind of sad for that. Who else? Island Boy, like somebody said, he definitely has a future in television because he's funny.
Yes.
He's funny in his little quips, and I just remember you doing his impersonating him, and I mean, we're not impersonating him, but doing his, his voice, and it is so hilarious, and when he rhymes all his words.
Like he's the king of riddles. I'm telling you, if Zeus cuts ties with him, they are not smart. Because I'm telling you, this boy is like he's television gold. To me, he's the Malcolm son besides the fighting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jason Lee. I like Jason. I'm different than all the rest of your callers. I actually like
Jason Lee.
Let me tell you, I was a Jason Lee fan. Let me tell you, I think that was so cringy what he said to Bobby though. I was like, that made me feel like, Jason Lee, you are nobody's friend.
Oh, you're talking about when he was like, F him,
yeah,
like,
and then tried to cover it. And then he tried to cover it up. Talk about manipulation. Tried to cover it up. Because did you hear? If you listen to the conversation that they had in the little trailer, he was just kind of like, when we go to Vegas, blah 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 blah. And then the camera cut off. If you didn't hear that in the background, he said, when we go to Vegas, you gonna be fine. This and that. So it's kind of like you said, gaslighting him, like, oh girl, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about that. I said that on the camera. It was giving that Jason Lee thought he was too good for a reunion. It's like, well, why are you here?
Right. And it's just messed up because it's like, if I would want a second season, I wouldn't want you producing it for me because I feel like you're gonna backstab me by the people you cast, by the people you're gonna put me in. I don't want to work with you.
I didn't like that, and I do agree he needed a stylist. I'm like, Jason, really, bro?
Right.
Like, I've never seen him look like that.
You wasn't a fan of apparently they're Balenciagas, okay? They're big
I thought they were Yeezys or something because I was like, you know how the Yeezy shoes are all big. But I don't know. I thought he was trying to prove a point. I don't know.
Oh, with the whole Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But I don't know. That part was so cringy to me. What else? I think that's about it. I liked Soul. Soul was just chilling. He was like, look, you could have been with me and, we could have just did the damn thing, Bobby.
Soul was definitely sleeping at one point. And also, what do you think about the Baddies West spoilers? Any thoughts on some of the stuff that you've already been seeing with the Baddie girls?
No, I want to wait until I see it. I just think that Tommy shouldn't be there. I'm so disappointed that Tommy is even there because I don't think that's good for her look and her brand at all.
Right.
And I feel bad for, you know what? And I'm sorry. One more thing. I have to say, I am not a Rolling Ray fan because
Mhm.
of that spit. That was disgusting. And they tried to make Hot Wheels seem like it was his fault. And
Right.
it was, how the heck is it my fault? And it's like, even if he did start the fight with Dimitri, what is Rolling Ray? What is his issue getting into with spitting at the man, you know? And like somebody said earlier, I feel bad, but I want to see Hot Wheels get his one with Rolling Ray. I think he would tear Rolling Ray up. Sorry.
Rolling Ray, I think in the back of his mind knows that. That's why he kind of like he tries to make peace with Hot Wheels. You see this? He didn't really try to antagonize him. He played starts crying and blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
and that was
Right,
manipulation to me. That kind of pissed me off too. I was like, that's manipulation. But yeah,
right.
that's it. I can't wait to see part 3. I don't want to see poor Bobby get hit because even though Bobby is talking crap, I don't
Yeah,
want to see him get hit. But yeah,
me
and
either.
then and one more thing, I think that
Mhm.
what's his name? The one with all the tattoos, the one with all the
Dingling.
tats all over his face, Dingling. Okay,
Yeah.
Dingling. He even said, I think he hit Davion just because he said, "Oh, bro, I saw you hit Hot Wheels. I saw you hit him or something like that." I think something happened behind the scenes, and he was trying.
Oh,
Yeah, he said, "I saw you
I heard
hit
that
him."
too.
So I think he was trying to defend Hot Wheels. But anyway, that's why I think he hit Davion.
Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that.
All right. But have a good night. And
All right, night, night, night.
all right, Purr.
Victor. What she's referring to is when Dingling got up, right? They cut it. I don't know why they cut it. They cut it to where he was like, "Oh, you hit him," or something hit. So I'm guessing something happened on the show where they fought on the show or off the show, like when they were all kind of commingling and hanging out and living together, all that stuff. Y'all know how they do. So I guess at one point, Davion had hit, aka the handler, had hit Hot Wheels, and I guess Dingling, he told Hot Wheels told Dingling about it. So I guess that was his get back for that whole thing happening. But we didn't get to see or go deep into it. Hopefully, the next episode we get to kind of know a little bit more about what happened with that whole thing, because like they kind of just like try to cut and screw it. In other words, the T-Pain. Now you've officially been chopped and screwed, scrap, chopped and screwed. Like they did one of those. Like, all right, Simply Justice, what is going on? What is going on?
Hi, Pierre. Can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I guess we'll just start with the reunion because Dingaling was doing the most. Like, I feel like he was definitely, on that Booker sugar, and then he came down and he just got real frustrated. But he was just doing the most. I was like, "Can you please sit down?" Like, he was definitely giving me Krishan vibes.
Mm. So
Then
you
I was
think he was
like,
on those Dunkin'? You think he was on the Dunkin' Donuts?
I think he was most
Mm.
definitely because even when we go back to the show and he had to get carried off on a stretcher, I was like, the herbs don't do that. They don't shut the body down like that.
That is true. I don't even smoke like that right now. Yeah, they will do that.
So I was like, yeah, it's a no for me. And then when he hit the handler, I was like, that's doing the most. I understand you said you saw him hit Hot Wheels, but like, I don't know. Hot Wheels be trying to roll up on everybody. So I want to know the backstory. Because if he can try to lock wheels with Rolling Ray, then he's up for grabs for anybody.
Right. Like I said, I think a fight happened like off of the show. Like I think the handler probably got mad at Hot Wheels for probably sticking and picking Island Boy's side, and he probably hit him.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe Island Boy was definitely feeling the handler because he was getting real hype when Bobby was interrupting. Like he wanted to hear what his man had to say. And I'm ready for the receipts. Like I want to see everything that was in the folder.
Bobby threw the folder at Jameson, so it looks like we're not going to get the receipts anymore. He should have screenshotted them and posted them on Instagram or something like that, or I don't know, put it up on his story. So most of the receipt was coming from Zeus Hottest Tea. I will say that because they showed a little snippet on it on the reunion. Shout out to Miss Wet Wet. She probably got so wet when she saw her name being mentioned on the reunion.
Right.
Bro. Like, yes.
Yes. And I agree with the other callers though. Like I feel like everybody was just here for their own promotion. Like nobody was here for Bobby for real. And I feel like his own little so-called friend Jason really set him up. I feel like Jason, like if you wanted all this attention, maybe we should have just did I love Jason Purr because you just were doing the most and nobody really cared. Every time he stormed off set, production was still going.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's the thing. It seems as if Jason wants his own show. Y'all know he was on Love Hip Hop just like Bobby. So he's used to, the camera time and everything, wanting to be like the star. So don't be surprised if we see For the Love of Jason or chasing the Lee of Love. The leading Lee of Love of Jason or something. It's gonna come up with some corny title for Jason. And we're gonna have a dating show.
For real. And he was so shady like the whole time. It was blowing me in that big baggy trash bag of a suit. Like it was definitely giving me like a Shein special. It couldn't be like from Fashion Nova because Armand suits don't look like that. So
it was just so baggy. Like it looked like he was going to bed.
like it was the fact that it was baggy and then it was wrinkled. Like
you put your big pajamas on, you put your house slippers on with your bunny slippers, you feel me? You shake them off before you get in bed.
For real.
I don't know. Any final thoughts on the reunion and also any thoughts on the Baddies spoilers? You have any thoughts on that?
On the Baddies, I just feel like I like reality TV what it used to be when we didn't know when they were filming, we didn't know what was going on. Everything was like
a surprise.
Yeah, and like it made us tune in every week for more because we just had no clue what was coming next. Now it's just like, okay, I see y'all fighting and you're going to Vegas. That means that so and so and so and so are gonna fight in the club this episode coming up. Like I know what's gonna happen. So
exactly.
I wish the girls would get off the gram, get off Twitter, just be quiet. Maybe they need a NDA or something. I don't know, but let us have an element of surprise so we actually want to tune in.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you so much for calling in. Simply Just
Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Oh, you know what I think too? That would be really good. This is how Zeus could finesse. Y'all film this show, right? Y'all filming Baddies. They need to expand their team. Film 2 shows at once. So that way we can't keep up with both at once. So film this show while y'all filming like Bad Boys Houston or something, or like another Baddies season with just random girls that's from the auditions. You get what I'm saying? Do something like that. So that way, like, we get one surprise, like we get one big surprise. Cause like this season's becoming like way too predictable. Like for real. All right, Ebony, what is going on?
How are you?
I'm good. What are your thoughts on the reunion tonight?
Oh, so glad to be here with you. But with the reunion, I thought in the beginning, like it was hilarious that Island Boy kept insinuating that Bobby had like a quick weave. I don't know if you heard that. Well, I'm saying quick weave. He was like, I forget what he said. That was hilarious.
Or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we know that was Bobby's hair.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. And then also, like, I felt like when they were arguing with him and Island Boy were going back and forth, it was some real tension. Like they looked like really upset. No?
Yeah. No, it did. I really thought Bobby at one point was gonna like bite his face or something like that, because y'all remember when Love and Hip Hop with Mimi and Stevie J was arguing when Jocelyn was just like, "Hey, Maid," and then she left.
And she was giggling.
Right, and Mimi was just like, "You laughing? You laughing?" It was like that type of mad. I was like, "Are you gonna bite and take a piece out of the Island Boy, taste some pina colada?"
Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was Bobby, I would have lightweight choked him when he reached up to kiss him when he was in his face. Oh, I would have popped him. I would have popped. That would have been my pop off, right?
Right.
And then though, I wanted to know if you knew. Did you hear Island Boy lightweight insinuating something about Bobby's arm, like pull your glove down?
Yes. What was that about?
I
That
don't
confused me.
know.
I didn't talk about it on the weekend. I didn't get it. Maybe he was saying he still has the tag on the inside, so he's returning it. That's what I was getting from it.
Oh, so he was giving Tommy vibes.
Right, because anything else would make sense. Because Bobby don't cut himself. Because like he always showing his body. Like we would have been peeped that, and then like it didn't make sense.
It was weird. And I mean, we know about the powdered donuts. So like leave a man's arm alone.
Right.
I don't know what he was trying to insinuate, but that was
Right.
just as bad as Jason Lee like cutting him off and not letting him talk, just being mad disrespectful.
Right. Do you think he was getting really very jealous vibes? You think he wants his own Jason I love you Purr?
I think he does, but he is probably also aware that he can't hold that platform because like just looking at him, he's like intense. It's like I just want to like roll him up one and just be like, calm down, chill. He's just so intense. So I don't know, but he's very good in the background. Feel me?
Yeah, like producing wise.
Yeah, that part.
I will say this. We say a lot about Jason, but he did a fire job with the cast because I heard he was the one who decided most of the cast and did the final picking. So shout out to him for the cast, but just stay off the screen, girl. That's all.
Yeah, and identify the shoes for us because everybody was clearly perplexed, but that's okay. And what's his name? Oh, the handler. What kind of punching bag did he? I have never seen somebody get hit so hard and not. But he looked at. I mean, he just bounced back. No.
Oh yes. Oh yes. In the words of Whitney Williams. Oh yes.
How you doing?
How you doing? Like, ate that. I was like, wow. I expected him to be like, oh, like one of those moments.
But Zeus, they did him wrong though because they had on a preview like they had him sitting there talking with a bloody mouth on the next episode. Like you couldn't pass him a little hanky, hanky for the handler,
I'd have put me a cute little mask on and been like, ah, it's popping my itch behind the mask.
Something, but they had blood dripping. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. Any thoughts on the reunion and or the Baddies Westcast spoilers? You have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, just last thing about the reunion, I do totally agree with you. This would have been a great platform for Bobby and the LGBT community, but it was just redirected to fighting instead of what it could have been because it's the first show to be so open.
Right. It is.
But and with Baddies, so I'm over it with Tommy. I think she just popping off on random people. That young lady that she hit in the nightclub, she wasn't asking for it. I know that I could have, smashed on that little girl, but I would never approach somebody that I could punk and just hit so easily. So why did you do that? And why are you so close with the owner from Zeus? Like, for you to have that kind of energy where you feel like you could hop up in his face. I'm just saying. Like, how are you doing? What's really going on?
Yes, I did peep what you peeped. Don't get me wrong. I did peep that. They're very close. Okay. So Janisha, you need to have a word with Miss Lee.
And I guess just my last thing. I would, how I'm hearing one more, you were thinking one more chance is not coming back.
Yeah. No, Chance confirmed it. Like he went, if you guys go on Zeus Network T Inc.'s page, I may be able to pull up the post right now. Hold on. He put it on his story because I did see some people. Oh yeah, there he go. Confirm. Okay, there he goes. Wait a minute. Because I remember him, he posted on his story. Hold on. pretty sure he posted. It's either they posted or another blog page posted it. But I remember he posted on his story that it's not gonna come, but it might be coming on another network. Let me know if you guys what page posted this, but I do remember seeing that somewhere that he said it's coming. He's trying to get it on another network, but not for Zeus. Yeah.
Well, I would be open to Booby replacing him on Zeus. You know, Keisha Cole's ex-husband.
Oh,
it's sexy, attractive, smart. I would be there for Booby's chance. You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I see exactly where you're going with this. No, for sure. That would be kind of good. That would be kind of good.
Yes. And you can cast everybody you need to be there because we need things in line, get them NDAs in order, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's a good replacement. So yeah, that I wouldn't mind. Because to me, Chance he came across a little like corny, and like he was just doing it for the show. It didn't seem like he was really looking for love for real. That's just my opinion.
No, I could listen to him and Big Lex though any day because they are hilarious.
Yeah, they are. Big Lex to me is one of the funniest people. To me, I feel like Zeus fumbled Big Lex because of what she did with the Baddies collection. She really could have been a big star on their platform, and to me, they fumbled her just off of Jocelyn, which is sad. Yeah. All right, thank you so much for calling in with your thoughts, Ebony.
Thank you.
All right, Nate. And also, too, when it comes to the Tommy thing, I did a video on my members where Amber Ali talked about what she thought about the Baddies West cast. So if you guys are not a part of the membership, please join because I have it to where I've heard talking about the cast and her thoughts on it. She made a really good point that I agree with. She was like, she didn't like how Tommy got in Lemmy's face like that because the fact that he allowed that to happen, it's going to make everybody around him think, oh, they could disrespect him or do that same type of thing and get away with it. Because she got away with it. You get what I'm saying? And she was basically saying like it's disrespectful for her to do that, especially someone who gave you a platform, a black man who just gave you a platform to be able, to do you a big one, and you are here screaming in his face. So like I do agree with that. So make sure y'all check out that video. All right, what is going on, E? What is going on? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Sorry about that. Can I say one thing about what the caller just said before me, then going to my point? I heard her say something about Booby. I think that would be a horrible idea. No, and this is no insult to her, but Booby, what I last remember about him from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, in his divorce with Keisha, he tried to get spousal support. Like he wasn't even trying to take care of his child. And I don't want to see any black man trying to look for love and like he's the creme de la creme. I'm not auditioning to be a stepmom. And also, if you don't have any money, it's no point in doing a show. Let's get somebody with some money. Let's get a man with no children, no baggage, and then let's have a competition. But in regard, I'm sorry.
I said you better read.
Well, yeah, I think that's true. I mean, we have to stop looking at these men just because they look great. What is his credit score? How much money does he have in the bank? Because is he going to try to sue you for spousal support after you? No, forget Booby. Let's get somebody classy. Let's get somebody worth a damn. So let me get to the reunion. But can I give you my points? I've been listening for a little while, and I have some things to say, and people may not agree, and I'll try to keep it clean as possible. I never liked Island Boy. From the first episode, I thought Island Boy was too extra, and I'm really disappointed that he has a bachelor's degree from the University of Texas, being that he's not that intelligent. He's smart enough to outsmart some of these people on this show and smart enough to get Bobby to pay his rent. But when you go into the real world, Island Boy he's a user. And you can see it coming from a mile away. He's a walking scam. When I hear some people say, well, this could have been a great show for the LGBT platform and what this could have done for gay men, I highly doubt that because Zeus has not been. They don't show the LGBT in a favorable light based upon their previous content. And when you look at someone like Bobby and what he's done, Bobby is a messy individual, and when you look at him, you know that he there's some insecurities there. So I do believe when he hears Botch Bobby, he may be rich and all of these things, but I can tell all of that money that he put into his body, for him not to be idolized like Kim Kardashian, I'm pretty sure that does something to him. In regards to what they did at the reunion, I think it was too many people there who were unclear of what the job description was. If Bobby is trying to be the queen bee, this is the people have come to fight for you. What are you doing? What are you doing going back and forth with the people who you eliminated? That should be beneath you. And the same thing with Jason and Claudia. Like, who are you to keep getting up every 5 minutes? I was so perplexed by that. That made absolutely no sense to me. If the people are not listening to you, it's not your job to call order and throw a temper tantrum like you're one of the castmates, because that was Jason's point last week. I'm not one of the cast. Then stop acting like it. And the girl before me, she asked, why did Island Boy asked Bobby to let his glove down? Bobby has a tattoo that says Davion, which is the handler's name. And so, but that's Bobby's ex's name. And so he was saying, move your glove down, because he was saying he was trying to expose Bobby for, trying to stage a coup with orchestrating this back and forth and trying to get tag team him. But I do believe.
Oh, now we got the truth. Okay, because I'm like, why is he telling him to keep his gloves up? Like Bobby's some emo guy just cut him. So like, what? Like that confused me.
Yeah, Bobby's ex's name is Davion, and Island Boy said on another platform that that's why he's so hung up on Davion, because it reminds him of his ex. So he was trying to be shady, and when
you got the TE.
Yeah, so when he said that he wasn't, when Island Boy said let Davion talk, you have to remember Island Boy is the one who interrupted. Davion was talking. Island Boy broke that up, and it was kind of like he wanted to sow discord. I didn't like anybody on. The only two people who I liked, to be honest, is Andre, even though he has a wayward past as well, and Hercules. Those were the only two that I thought were classy that Bobby may have picked. And I like some of the other personalities like Colgate, but I knew that what is his name? The messy one with the syphilis. What is his name?
Allegedly, y'all.
Oh, sorry, allegedly. But it's true. He got a shot.
Yes, but we still gonna say allegedly. Go hard.
Oh, go hard. You could tell he's a scam too. Okay, and so when Bobby said that, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting their names? Island Boy he had a little eggplant. Did you see the camera pan to Go Hard? And did you see the look on his face?
No, I didn't catch that. What was his face like? He was giving like shock, or was he giving like, I know, right?
I know, right? Because they're together. I thought that I felt like we spent too much time on Dimitri. I felt like Roland Ray and Andre passing that what do you call that thing that they were smoking? What is that? That vaporizer? That was very weird to me. I love when the one at Hot Wheels said that Roland Ray had a yuck mouth, because I agree with that, and I can't believe that Andre will put his lips on that vapor after Roland Ray. I thought that was so totally disgusting to me. The last part I'll say, and then I'll say something about baddies, and then I'll get off because I know you have other people.
No, I love you.
Dingling. I never liked him either. I thought that Dingling looked dirty. I thought Dingling looked unintelligent. Dingling. I'm shocked that he doesn't have the S word, allegedly. The way that he carries on, I believe they all have something, but I believe Dingling is on the spectrum. The way that he speaks, the way that he articulates himself, the only thing that he knows how to do seemingly is get into bed and have sex and fight. Those are the only two things that he can do, and I'm shocked that he has 8 baby mothers, however many he said. All of these women let this person inside of them and spread this demon seed. This is unacceptable, and we have to stop perpetuating this type of man, because if you look on the comments on the Zeus app, it's so many girls saying, "Oh, he's so fine," and this and that. Fine where? And they him showing his thing every which way. Come on, this man looks filthy. He looks filthy. I wouldn't let, even if he had 9 rubbers on, I wouldn't let him anywhere near me. He can't come near me. This whole thing, I want to move forward because I guess I'll say one good thing about the show. But I will say one good thing about the show. I do love Big Purr. I thought Big Purr he conducted himself well throughout the show. He was one of my favorites. I thought I still like Andre, even though he's no good. I would have picked Andre over what's his name? Island Boy. But yeah, I don't even want to see a season 2 because I think what is his name? Jason Lee is too involved. And as a host, for you to you're supposed to be unbiased. He's throwing shade too much. And to me, the only way to make this even across the board, instead of everybody beating on Bobby, they should have beat on Jason Lee. I don't want to see Claudia host this type of environment. I wanted to see someone like Funky Dineva or Armand Wiggins. We need somebody that understands the culture, and Claudia was acting too highbrow for me. Don't even bring her back for Baddies. We don't need to see Claudia on Zeus at all. But
I was surprised she did it because Claudia, to me, like the fact she's doing Fox Soul, and I know you said Funky Dineva, but Funky Dineva cannot stand Zeus Network and what it stands for. Stick with Armand because he's not gonna do it. But that's why I was surprised when I see Claudia on there because like she seems like she would be like, ugh, I'm not doing that again after I did One More Chance. Like, no, but she did it again.
Well, Claudia, that she can be sold to the highest bidder, just like Island Boy. So, they have some things in common. But in regards to this Baddies thing, they need to rename this show. It's not Baddies. This should be called Natalie and the Girls Going Traveling. It's Girls Trip. When I watched the auditions and I saw what the girls from the Bay truly were giving, those girls should have been casted because when we think about what the Bad Girls franchise was built on, they were built off of unknowns. We didn't know those girls. And so by bringing Tommy on, I didn't want to see Tommy. I'm shocked Lemmy brought her back after how much of a fool she acted on the conversation with Akbar. I'm flabbergasted. She owes Zeus money. Remember that? I don't know if you remember that part of the conversation. She tore that house up. So I don't want to see Tommy. I don't want to see Scotty. The only person I love Rolly, but I think one of the points of contention of her getting her own show is to come back and do Baddies, similar to how they're doing Krishan. They give her own show, but you have to come back and you have to do like they want to throw them a bone. Like get Natalie off the show.
Right.
Get Tommy off the show. Give me all girls from the Bay. If we start the girl, that would have been entertaining to put all of those unknown girls together. And then we wouldn't have so many leaks in the public because nobody knows who the hell they are. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're 100% right. If they had a lot more unknown girls, there wouldn't be that much leak because nobody's going to be filming. They're going to see a camera crew, but like, who are these girls? Like, they're random girls. So if you post it on your social media, nobody's going to care because it's random girls. But if you post Tommy and Natalie, you're going to get some clicks because they're known people.
Mm-hmm. Right. Natalie, I know that she's the cash cow of Zeus right now, but where she dropped the ball, I'm still waiting for Bad Boys Houston. And I believe, I can't remember if it was you who reported this. It's a delay because of Prince and his legal troubles.
Right.
Then they need to put Prince on season 3 and stop delaying season 2. Let's get somebody else in that spot and get season 2 on the road. Because to be honest with you, with this whole Shanquella Robinson, I'm not interested in all of these fighting scenes because I'm feeling kind of guilty right now. I have to wait for the shock to wear off. Because these girls they could accidentally hurt somebody. I think you're the one that played the video of Tommy getting into a fight at the club, didn't you?
Right.
That couldn't have been me. I don't know why people are so afraid of Tommy. If that was me, I would have shook Tommy I would be waiting on Tommy outside to leave. Like, where do they find these girls that are so afraid of Tommy? Who the hell is Tommy to be afraid of? Tommy is just like everybody else. And I'm tired of seeing these girls on Zeus with these fake bodies. I want to show us natural women, us natural Black women. And to be honest with you, if you were going to get a big name, I would rather you brought Suki on rather than Tommy. I would rather see Sukiana. To me, she's much more entertaining. She's much more likable and she's relatable. Tommy is not relatable. Tommy is a grandmother. She needs to go home and be with her grandchildren.
I think the reason why Suki can do Suki actually gets booked like a lot for like her own like club stuff and like performances, so she can't be traveling doing Sisterhood of the Traveling Sister Baddies pants with these girls. Like she's gonna be performing, so I don't think she could do the show. Love and Hip Hop works for her because they work around her schedule.
Well, I understand, but I still think Tommy was a bad choice. And I'm over Natalie as well. So I would like to see one more chance, only because I'm invested now. But other than that, the next time they bring someone on to do a dating show, I want them to be an eligible bachelor. We should hold these men accountable like they hold the women accountable. I don't want anybody who has children, no mug shots. You need to have something in the bank. You need to be presentable. And if they can't do that, then just throw the whole network away. Let's do something else.
Right. No, I understand. You read down, girl. You need to call in a lot more. I got my whole life.
Oh, well, thank you. I guess I will. I will be back. Thank you for having me and listening to me. I hope you have a great night. I watch you all the time, and I love you.
Thank you so much. You have a nice night.
You too. Bye.
And she's so pretty to her profile picture. She read down, girl. I can't. I cannot. She said the messy one with the. You can't make some of this stuff up. You really can't. I'm gonna take 2 more callers and I gotta dip. Okay, I gotta be dip. To be up in the morning early. I gotta dip. Okay. What's up, 6? What is going on? What is going on? 6 not ready,
Hi,
y'all.
can you hear me?
Okay. I thought she was asleep like SpongeBob. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I
Hello?
wanted to talk about Dimitri. I feel like did you hear when he was like, "You set me up, you set me up"? I feel like
Yeah.
Jason did tell him like, "Oh, nobody's gonna touch you" and stuff, and then it just all like happened like at one time.
I think when he said set me up, I think he was talking about referring to in the house. I feel like he was saying he was set up in the house to be beat up. That's what I was getting from it.
Okay.
That's what I was getting. Because you can't tell them like all of them hop on stage like, oh, you guys can't fight when you guys get on stage, because it's like they're gonna do what they want. But in the house, stuff is a little bit more controlled. That's what I got from it. But it might have been that. Who knows?
Right, and also I feel like for Bobby, I feel like he was low key doing a little bit too much, but I could also understand because it's so much happening on stage. Jason Lee's coming at him, then he's arguing with Island Boy, then you have him dingling and him going back and forth. So I feel like maybe the powdered donuts and all that tension was going like making his head go like whoop, because that's how it was.
Yeah. I was surprised at how angry he was getting at some points too.
Yeah.
But that's how you could tell him. I feel like, and a lot of people think it's like all fake and everything like that with him and picking Island Boy. But I really feel like Bobby wanted to be with Island Boy. He was kind of sick the fact that he chose the handler to go with. So
right.
Yeah.
And also, did you peep how Miss Mamas was like going between I did it for like clout and or he was here for Bobby? He was kind of like switching up a little bit.
Listen, I think Miss Mamas was there for the fame and the clout. Because if you guys don't know, Miss Mamas was also going to be a part of Saucy Santana's show.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's in the promo, you guys. Take a look at the promo and you'll see him when Saucy Santana comes out with the Big Debbie cakes like this, talking about where the money at and stuff like that. You see Miss Mamas. I would play the video, but y'all know how copyright do. You see the Miss Mamas. Better yet, I'm going to just stop it at that point. While I take the next caller, I'm gonna stop it at that point so I can show y'all. And then he looked like he was like holding something or whatever. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. Continue.
Oh, sorry. So another point I wanted to come across was that with Island Boy, I think he was on powder donuts too, because when he started saying "shut the F up" to Bobby, he just kept going. Like you could just tell he was like just shaking his head and going all over the place.
It was that studio probably smelled like powdered donuts, sweat, cologne, and perfume. That's what it was smelling like, to be honest. What do you think about some of these baddie spoilers?
I feel like the formula they have with the phones, I feel like that's what's messing up because everybody's going live. Everybody's like posting like, "Oh, I got into it with this and that." I feel like that's gonna mess up, but also you can't really be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your phone," because they're all grown and all of
Right.
them have like a big personality. So I feel like they're gonna do what they want.
It's not even also about them taking their phone. So you have all the fans that be coming out to the clubs and they announce where they're going to. So it's like they
Yeah.
know to pull up, record. Like I wouldn't even be surprised by the time it airs, you're gonna have people that have each night of each club that they were at. And then pull up. Oh yeah, I found the promo, y'all. So I'm finna stop it at the scene where we see Miss Moms. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm trying to look on. So any final thoughts on the reunion and or Baddies West?
Oh, I know. Well, it's from the last season, but I just checked my Instagram and Slim called, I think she called Ice Spice ugly. She said
Yeah,
they had the ugliest girls, and I was like, and they are dragging her through the comments.
they are. She even asked certain blogs to take it down, but I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have tweeted that. Like, oh my god, she'd asked me to take it down, but I know she asked Zeus T Network Inc. to take it down, and
Wow.
like other people to take it down too. But I'm like, what's the hate against Ice Spice? Like, she don't really bother nobody. I'm not saying she's not no good rapper. We all know that, but like, Jesus Christ, like, let a
Yeah.
girl live, okay? Oh,
But
and I found it.
I love your show. That's all I
Yeah,
have to say.
thank you so much. And look at Miss Mamas. See, that's Miss Mamas right there, who's supposed to be a part of Saucy Santana's show, if you guys see, okay? So you see Saucy right there pulling up. Apparently William was supposed to be part of it too. See? Bam. So bam. Props to your mama. All right, this is going to be my last caller. So what is going on, Asha?
Hello. Oh my god. Okay. So I had a lot to say about sort of all of this, but I feel like a lot of it's been touched on and I want to be quick. Like, sort of my question to all of us is sort of like, if we are able to recognize all of the problems and things like going on with Zeus and like why it's wrong and what, like, why do we still support it? You know what I mean? Like, you know, in that interview Natalie had with No Jumper when she was talking about how, like, with what Tanisha was trying to do with Baddies was like not what people wanted to see. Like, to a certain extent, Zeus is doing what they think we want to see. And like we're feeding into it very obviously, like all of this stuff like that, all of it, it just, you know, like sort of, yeah. Another point though, I truly think that Jason Lee and Ice Spice have the same stylist. Like, love her though, but the like with the shoes and everything, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Sorry, my dog is jumping around in the background.
No, you're good.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to make it quick and kind of say those couple of things. But
Yeah, I do get what you mean with the first point. That's why I told you guys, like, I talked about it in a lot of my Hollywood Hot Topics live. When the Shanquilla story, when I saw the video, I felt guilty because I'm like, oh my god, like half of my content is covering shows that show all this stuff, even though I'm not creating the show, so I'm not really the one at fault, but I just cover it. But I still felt like a little sense of guilt because I'm like, wow, like, you get what I'm saying?
yeah, and I've been thinking a lot of that, like the culture and things that we like sort of have grown up with in scene are like all a result of this. It's
Right.
just like things to sort of think about, like don't just consume this like passively, like think about what actually everything's saying, you know. Like I
Right.
do love Zeus and I do like I eat up these messy reality TV shows. Like I almost can't like stop watching, but at the same time, like I also am like, is like what, like you know, like what is this? Just the way that all of the stuff that happens, how they're doing Hot Wheels, that entire thing made me so mad, like so
Yeah.
angry. That comment he said about every time you guys hit my wheelchair, like it causes me so much pain, like that was very glossed over, like Bobby and like, all of that. But yeah.
Yeah, that was glossed over. Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Night. All right, make sure you guys please hit that like button before you go. She did make a great point. That's why, like I said, I am trying to diversify my content. So I'm trying to push other shows and just more mainstream news out there. That's why you guys see me. I've been hitting them Hollywood Hot Topics. So make sure you guys please tune into my other content that's just not Zeus Network related, because we're trying to make our channel over here different, okay? For 2023, just expect a lot more new content that's not Zeus Network related. It's going to be like amazing. Y'all going to love it. And stay tuned for the merch. I'm coming with the merch, y'all. Like, stay tuned for the merch. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, stay tuned for the merch. And also, make sure you guys subscribe to my other channel, Pop Culture Pierre, where I'm gonna be talking about a whole set of different stuff that I don't talk about on here. So make sure you guys check that out. All right. All the links, of course, are in my bio. Thank you so much to all my callers that called in. Thank you so much to my moderators that were in the chat. Shout out to Sherry, JD. Who is in Elite? I know I'm missing a whole lot, but shout out to you guys for always being in my chat and keeping this chat moderated. Okay. All right, entertainers, I'm out. Leave your comments down below. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.